Disclaimer!
But the key takeaway I want you guys to have here is that the development team for NGS is slow. It might be time to look at a different game.
After hearing the rest of that article and the other article combined, like, everything else sounds bad. Everything else in the future sounds terrible. I think I'm personally done. There's no future. There's nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
You know, for the longest time, I've only been doing dailies and weeklies in NGS. I completely skipped on dual quests when they came out because I didn't have the necessity to pay for an entirely separate set of gear because I'm a free-to-play player who hoards personal shop tickets. And I didn't even do Geolab Rank 2 when that came out, even though Keroppi recommended it, and my character was even in his video when he did that.
Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the Geolabs Rank 2 and whether it's worth your time or not.
Hey, it's me!
Yeah, that video is kind of old by now. Really should have did something with that when it happened. Anyway, before I continue on with this tiny, minuscule rant at this point, I should probably point out that the content I showed at the beginning of this, where it's Keroppi talking about how slow the developers at Sega are, and CriticasterQ talking about how bleak the future of NGS is. I made it look worse than it is in editing. Like, if you watch their actual videos, which I will link in the description, you'll see that they do say those things, but not in that order, and yeah, I make it look worse. Anyway, like I said, for a long time now, I've just been doing dailies and weeklies in NGS, and I've been telling myself that the only reason I even play NGS anymore is because I miss base game. Which is funny because I'm in the PSO2 Fleet Discord server, and there's an entire community of people who still play base game to this day. Yeah. I didn't even go looking for them until I saw those two videos. And again, links will be in the description. But yes, seeing that and hearing what they had to say really kind of opened my eyes. How much copium I was snorting. And yeah, I'm done with that. So, I had this whole thing planned out that I've mentioned once or twice to certain groups. Kind of spoilers for just the story. You get to chapter 5, and I think is supposed to be the main villain of that chapter, says that they created the player character. Like, you are one of his creations in like a long list of creations that everybody in Alpha is his creation, so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm spoiling things, I'm sorry, but I had this whole thing planned where I was going to have Tarashi be like, hold up, you think you created me? And then, Manon explains things, going over what she says when she's chasing Zepeto earlier. And have Tarashi laugh, and then show, like, all of the thumbnails of all the Tarashis, like, that I put up thus far, and be like, you can't begin to fathom the number of lives I've lived. And that's kind of why I started Xenoverse 2, is to have more, because I didn't have enough images of Tarashi to work with. And then I was going to edit the fight scene with all these other clips of videos I've done in the past. But NGS just isn't worth it anymore. And yeah, I'm kind of starting to realize that. Now, I don't think that I'm not so hard on with. Okay, I should say that differently. I'm not suffering with copium withdrawal so much as to think I can make content on base game. It's not being worked on anymore. There's a community there still, but no. I'm just not going to make content on NGS anymore, and unless something amazing happens, I'm not going to be making any more content on base game either. I'm just cutting out. I'm just quitting cold turkey. It's time to stop. It's just not going anywhere, and it's not going to go anywhere for a long time. In 2-3 years, we'll see, but I don't expect anything to happen. But it's Sand Month, so that doesn't really mean anything right now, because I intend to continue posting DCS and Xenoverse 2 content until the end of the month anyway, and then after that I'll figure out, because yeah, I'm honestly not sure where to take the Root Season 3 of Generational Nuzlocke after I got almost wiped down to 3 Pokemon. And anyway, sorry for a mini rant, I guess. I said this in the disclaimer, I'll go ahead and say it again. I'm not done posting videos this week. There's going to be a couple more coming up that tomorrow's going to be DCS, that should have been today. The day after that's going to be Xenoverse, that should have been tomorrow. I bumped the wildcard video ahead to today because, yeah. Well, have a nice evening and enjoy Saiyan Month.
Took you long enough.
I know, right?